The Oilers came out of the gate hot and ended the game that way too with an overtime victory 4-3 against the New York Islanders. Welcome to the Oilers post-game live stream. I'm Jessica Kent. Stay with us. I'll take you live inside the dressing room for post-game reaction.
Oh, it's a long time.
I know. There's been a few of them too.
Yeah.
Smitty's for coat.
All right, so this vest is new for you, but
Yeah.
this must feel really good. Third game back as an
Yeah.
Oiler, you got your first goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing is getting a win. I think we've been fighting a little bit. I think we've played some pretty good hockey though, and a lot of times, you fight through that and get a win, and hopefully go on a streak here. So that's our focus. It's a huge win for us, and it's got to give us some confidence, and then we got to go get another one.
Is that your last goal as an Oiler?
It's a long time ago now. No, I don't.
Does it bring back kind of just some Edmonton Oiler memories to score here? And I know it's a different building, but just the idea of being back here in this kind of come full circle. You get a
Yeah, for sure. Like I said before, I have a lot of great memories here, and hoping to build some new ones. And it's a good start. Nice to get a goal and a win, and it was a great play by Toby there to find me on the backside. And I'm pretty good with a 4x6, so it's a good feeling, and just got to keep it going.
Maybe just a comment on the team's effort from start to finish. You started out of the gate hot and you ended it that way too.
Yeah, I thought we played really well outside of the stretch in the first one. We took some penalties. I thought we carried the game for the most part, and that's a huge confidence boost for us against a really good team, and got to keep it going.
Came up short, so it felt really good. It was a great team effort, and luckily we got the goal in OT.
I'm not sure you always want to leave it for a third period late goal to get into overtime, but a little bit about having that available the way the team's worked hard to at least get to overtime.
Obviously you want to play with the lead, but I think we're showing great character right now. Battling back late in the game and getting important goals, and it feels really good.
This team has had some really good third periods. How do you try to do that, play that way the entire game?
Yeah, we just got to find a way to start better. That's what I think. Sometimes we started a little slow, and we're playing really well in the third period lately, and we just got to find a way to start like that.
Had a good chance against these guys last time, so it was good for me to get a little revenge there on Lehner. I think we played way too good not to win this game. I think we did a lot of good stuff out there. Obviously, they got some goals in the power play, and there's some stuff we got to clean up. But overall, I think we played a solid game.
Maybe just to talk about what it's like to win a game. It's been frustrating, hard work, 1 point here and there, but to get an important win like this.
It is very frustrating, or it's easy to get frustrated when you play good but don't get any points out of it. So today was a good night for us to get a lot of confidence and a boost that way. I think we did a lot of good stuff, like I said earlier. Mikko played a solid game, and it feels very good to get 2 points. Gives us a lot of confidence going into the next game here.
It's got to feel good after a couple of games where you guys play well but don't walk away with 2 points tonight to have the comeback and walk away with both points.
Yeah, that's nice. We've been playing some good hockey. We just haven't been finding ways to win games, and tonight we stuck with it all night long and had chances. I thought we were the better team all night, and finally got rewarded at the end.
Can you just
Feeling out there considering your play last night?
It's you got to think it was. We had 2 days off after Saturday, and then I didn't play, and then I didn't practice. So it's been 4 or 5 days where I haven't really done anything. So it was definitely the wind early wasn't great, but I thought Hitch did a good job of not burying me early and kind of getting me in the game.
Did you feel maybe because of all that, maybe even better? Like seeing you this morning, you look kind of maybe better than we would have expected, considering you weren't able to play last game.
Yeah, I felt all right. Not much more to say. I don't know. I felt all right as the game went on.
Can you just talk about the hit on Letty? Do you feel like you made contact with the head?
You know what? Obviously, it's not a great check. It's not what I was trying to do. Obviously, I was just trying to finish my check on him. He stopped a little bit earlier than I thought, and maybe clipped him a little bit too high, and that was obviously not the intent at all.
Do you expect to hear from the league?
We'll see. I'm not sure.
Is it typical you and Leon play there in the overtime? He's looking for you, or you're looking for him?
Yeah, it was good. Leon and I haven't been great in overtimes of late, actually. So we were definitely due for one, and happy he was able to find me, and I was able to finish it.
He was playing really good. Leonard looked like he was shutting the door pretty good there, getting tons of chances.
Leonard was great. Big boy, athletic. He's a good goaltender.
How did you find it after you guys took the lead? It seemed like they really kind of closed in on you guys. How did you find it in the second period and into the third as you were trying to get that goal to tie the game?
Obviously early we had a couple of power plays, so we were able to get into the game, and I thought as the period went on, they were able to get into the game and found a way to earn a couple of power plays and score some goals. And and then the rest, I thought we were the better team. I don't think they had many chances. The ones they did have, Cost was great, and so yeah. Thanks.
McDavid curls it back to Nurse. A shot save, and a rebound, and it's lunging right. Bad save. Unable to control in the offensive zone for New York. Out to the point, shimmying his way toward the net. Pullock in front. Wrist shot pushed wide by Josh. Right half boards. Stripped by Cal Clutterbuck. Regained by Nurse. And now Nugent Hopkins back to McDavid. Loads and fires. Tipped home, and Edmonton's got a power play goal and a 1-0 lead. Two high slot men were open, and I believe
Yeah.
See enough tonight to
Well,
feel like
I did in the first after a slow, sloppy start. I liked our response, and then I just thought we just sat back too much. We were sitting back too much, and we're not as detailed right now. We, even on the winning goal, we had a lot of almost there, not that full commitment that you need.
Does that sort of build on itself when a team is playing so much in your own end that you just can't break the puck out? Or
Well, yeah. When you don't execute coming out, or you don't make good plays or whatever, you don't have any zone time, and therefore you're just changing, getting it out and changing. So they do a better job there.
So you've had a couple games where you didn't go your way. The good teams, the successful teams, stop this, right? It doesn't last in the next week. Is that the chore for this club?
Yeah. Well, we've we haven't lost too many times. 3 or 4 games in a row. That's been early in the year we had a couple of stretches where I think we lost 3 games, but you just got to stop the bleeding and get the next game. The next game's most important. That's how you have to look at it. This one's done.
I'm assuming Letty
since he came back into the game, he was fine after going through
Yeah.
protocol?
Correct.
What did you make of McDavid's hit there?
Well, he's bent over and takes a hit to the head, so I'm not going to comment on it. The league will look at it, and if it's warrant anything, they'll look at it.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about Leo Komarov. What does he mean to this team?
Well, Leo's a veteran guy who's, he brings good leadership. He's a in-your-face type of player. He plays in important situations. So, all that being said, he's been a real good ad for us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Ken, no matter what happens with this here, I mean, there's not a lot of quit in this team. That's got to be a good sign for you guys.
No, it's 7 of 8. I was a little bit nervous when we went down 3-2 because we'd played so well, and that's the first time I saw a flat line from us in the last 8 games, and then you're starting to think you've put in all this effort and there's no reward at the end. But we came back again. We stayed with it. We battled and clawed and scratched, and I think winning today can even take us to another level. I mean, I know we're playing really well. There's a lot of continuity in our game right now, but getting this win is going to be able to be a lot easier for us to sell it now, sell some of the stuff we're asking them to do, because when there's no reward, you're going to start looking for a different way. So that was really good for us and for the players and also for the coaches. Really good.
So when Connor misses one game, he just comes back and he sets up the first one and then scores the winner.
I
need much time off.
I thought as the game went on, he really got engaged. It took him probably half the first period to really get engaged again. But I thought after that, he's standing up on the bench. He wants to come out every second shift. And you look at, he was 13-34 after 2 periods, and he ended up playing 23 minutes. So that's a lot of minutes to be played in that third period and in the overtime. Did a good job for us.
McDavid's hit on Leddy. Do you feel like he maybe made contact with the head there, and do you expect him to possibly hear from the league on that hit?
I don't know how that stuff works. I leave it for people way above my head. So if we hear something, we'll deal with it. There was nothing intentional. I know that. Looked to me like Leddy kind of stopped up quicker than Connor thought he was, but that's for the league to decide.
Ken, what did you think of the way the game kind of progressed in the second period? It just seemed like the Islanders tried to suck the life out of it, and was that a little bit challenging for your group to kind of push forward and ultimately get that tying goal?
Well, that's why they got the record they do. They're a veteran team, a lot of experience, and they check. And so they grind you down, and I always use the term death by 1,000 cuts. They just they take the air out of your game, and they take the energy, and then you make a mistake. I think the thing I was happiest about through the second period, we still played pretty well, but we didn't make the big error. And that's what we did in other games when we were so energized, but we made a big error and paid for it. We didn't do that. We made 2 errors in the third period, but none in the second. So we were able to keep the game, even though we were playing well and still getting scoring chances. We weren't giving up odd man rushes or breakaways or taking penalties. And I felt like we deserved to win, and I felt like the hockey gods were going to take care of us in the third period because we'd played so well and we'd earned the right to win a game again.
Did you think you would beat Leonard, though? You mentioned this morning that he's huge in the net. He was making all the saves until Clefbaum's goal.
Well, I find as a coach, like when you're watching other goalies play, there's certain goalies for me that intimidate coaches. They intimidate the opposition. He, to me, intimidates people because he looks so calm. I mean, you go back and look at this thing, and there was 20 great scoring chances for us, and he doesn't get out of position. And the second and third saves he he made, especially on those 2 flurries in the third period, he's always in the right position. He's very calm in the net, and I find that from a coaching standpoint, Jim, to be a little bit intimidating. Thanks.
On the right half boards, stripped by Cal Clutterbuck, regained by Nurse, and now Nugent-Hopkins back to McDavid, loads and fires, tipped home, and Edmonton's got a power play goal and a 1-0 lead. 2 high slot men were open, and I believe it's Leon Draisaitl who will get credit for his 36th of the year and his 12th over the last 12 games.
Oh, sharp start for the Edmonton Oilers. They've created a couple opportunities. And a terrific mid-slot deflection by the Edmonton Oilers' Leon Draisaitl. And he's had the hot stick going, Jack, of late.
Good power play to start, no conversion. Another good power play, and this time Draisaitl is able to just their 3rd loss in the last 16 games. Oilers move in. Here's a chance. Reader backdoor one-timer score. And welcome back to Edmonton. It's Sam Gagner with a goal to make it 2-0. Gagner's first goal as an Oiler since 2014 and his 2nd in the NHL this year.
It's a good play, too, for Tobias Reader, who has been snake bit offensively. Obviously, he doesn't have a goal this year, but a wide open net. This line, Jack, thrown together halfway through the game against Arizona. They had some good moments, and they've given the Oilers an even-strength goal.
On the Reader 2 in a shootout. Oilers banging in. Larson centering pass tipped wide by Lucic. Then he funneled out by McDavid. Tapped back in by Nelson. One-timer ripped and a save. Koskinen, 2nd save, and the 3rd goes in. Anders Lee kept hammering away and has scored in 3 consecutive games. His 21st slices the Islanders' deficit in half. It's 2-1 as Lee gets the Islanders on the board.
Well, Jack, I mean, that's a play that 30 years ago would have been blown down 5 seconds earlier. They let him play, and the Islanders didn't give up. Boychuk's got a heavy shot, and then Larson couldn't box out Anders Lee.
But then the Islanders push their way back in. It's 2-1, and New York's got some footing finally. In across the line, a quick save made on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins by Robin Lehner.
And instead, it's always been McDavid with one of those 2. Uh-oh.
Here's a breakaway and a backhander for Tom Kuhnackel on a stretch pass, and Koskinen by Bailey out to pull up. Eberle left circle, loads up, cross ice, one-timer score. And this game is tied. A beautiful feed, and it's blasted home by Brock Nelson from Jordan Eberle, and the Islanders bang it in while it was still 5-on-3, so they'll finish this first period not only tied 2-2, but they'll still be on the power play for the remainder of the period.
Real good pass.
Dickey was a +20 player on a team that gave up the most goals in the National Hockey League. Half of Mayfield. Ricocheted right to Draisaitl. Nurse again. Dishes off. Nugent-Hopkins. One-timer and a save made on McDavid. Ratty in trouble. Turned it over. New York with a puck. Banked off the wall. Boychuk again. And this whistling slapper. Here's Boychuk. Lost the handle. Inside to Cassian. Dishes off. Russell open. Shoots. And what a glove save made by Leonard. He dropped the rebound. It's still loose in the blue paint. Leon Draisaitl at the red line. In over the blue to the net with a wrist shot that's stopped by Leonard. Rebound. Nugent-Hopkins fires and Leonard makes that save. Then Draisaitl with a closing in on 800 career wins. A steal by Klefbom down the middle of the ice. Shot off the rush, tipped, and then jammed right into the right pad of Leonard. Somehow unable to elevate. Go inside, 3 minutes to play. Sekera, right side for Cave. Now it's Lucic, a backhander floated on net. Rebound, score, and Edmonton's tied the game late again. This time Oscar Klefbom buries it, and we've got a 3-3 tie with 2:52 to go. Once more this week, late game heroics from Edmonton. Stick might have been interfered with at the last moment, and then a pass eluded Pulock. Here comes Draisaitl, but Pulock able to scramble back. Draisaitl in front. McDavid scores on a backhander to win it. A minute 22 into the shift. A tremendous hustle play by Draisaitl, and he sets up McDavid for the winner. It's Edmonton 4, New York 3 in overtime.